For the first time this season, Álvaro Bautista has gone 3 races with 14th on the grid in a 10-lap race, with one eye on a better starting English on the final day before the summer break. The right results today, and it could be game on in the final third of this 2023 title race.
10 laps. Could it be a case for Álvaro Bautista from the 5th row of the grid? How many places can he make?
Conditions for a while now, as you say. Earlier on this morning, we were in wet conditions, but the track here in Most seems to dry off quite quickly.
It's going to be quite into session on Friday. A Liverpool race. Will anyone have a zero tyre they can use?
There's going to be one eye in 2 directions, I think, here. We've got to fight for our podium places. Toprak Razgatlioglu, certainly the favourite, starting from Pom Riders there that he should be looking to pick off.
It has been a tough weekend. Ducati has going to be a tough round for him. For race 2 this afternoon, he needs to have a really good Super Pole race. Attack at the start. Get yourself up into those top 9 afternoon. For Bautista, it's all about just damage.
Locatelli, 8 Toprak Razgatlioglu by 54. Petrucci having passed Michael Ruben Rinaldi as 3rd Ducati in the standings. He starts from the front row of the grid. The Tissot Super Pole race at the 2023 A Service Czech round gets underway with a flying start from Axel Bassani from the 2nd row of the grid. Bassani pulls alongside Toprak Razgatlioglu and snatches the lead away. Good start as well from Michael Ruben Rinaldi, so the Ducatis play them for the lead. Michael Ruben Rinaldi in 2nd position has got through on Lorenzo Baldassari. He's off the bike. The marshals picking it up. The race continuing for 2nd position then. Rinaldi now beginning to drop backwards
into the top 6 straight away, so he's given himself a great chance in this race.
Xavi Vierque going backwards, and one of Vierque and Rinaldi there just flashing out of the picture at the back. I think Vierque might have has dropped out of the running. Michael Ruben Rinaldi now clear, and 24 hours later there's been an equal amount of drama just on.
Okay, Ray's victory. He's got a lead of 7/10 over Jonathan Ray. Toprak's bottled up a little bit behind Ray.
As Álvaro Bautista, 2 of them trading blows already for Remy Gardner, P3. As Dominic Egerter defends against Garrett Gerloff. Redding coming through from the 5th row of the grid. He's up to P11. Danilo Petrucci now must try to recover into those top 9 places. He's dropped all the way IT tyre choice yesterday. Rinaldi fending off Bautista.
Is this a moment?
His future will be even more in question if he holds up or causes problems for Álvaro Bautista, you would suggest. Bautista sits in 5th position for the moment. The top 3, 1 second covering your lead trio. Rinaldi's now 1.4. There is going to get it stopped. Rinaldi will have the momentum coming off turn 2, and they'll be side by side as they come towards turn 4, and it is Bautista. Rinaldi will have the run on him, and watch out for Alex Lowe's as well, closing in on the pair with Axel Bassani. Toprak Razgatlioglu still with him, 2/10 back as Alex Lowe's makes his lunge down the inside of Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Can't quite get it stopped.
But you can go in too hot and leave yourself with the door open for the cutback.
Good to see our 5th positions, Bautista and Rinaldi.
Yeah, Ray needs to look out for Razgatlioglu into turn 1. His focus is on Bassani, and rightly so, but Toprak really has jumped onto the back wheel.
Jonathan Ray into turn 1 on lap number 4, so a change of position
to attack Ray. He's going to be able to attack Bassani on this lap as well.
Razgatlioglu half a second faster than Axel Bassani last lap around. He's come through Bassani as well. Bassani, Razgatlioglu and Ray both appear to have the pace move at turn 15, and he's got it done, and Bassani under pressure from Jonathan Ray as well. So Razgatlioglu has made up 2 positions.
Stick through there as well. We saw Lowe's try and do that.
Into turn 20, he will know that as clear Bassani quick. Axel Bassani coming back at Razgatlioglu down that start-finish straight. The beginning of lap 5 though, Toprak is able to get him on. No quarter Astle given there, that's for sure. Jonathan Ray
race to be able to, he's got 2/10 of a second to make up on Toprak.
Next chance of a dry race victory will be in this 10-lap Super Pole race.
Álvaro Bautista in 4th position. He's on Bassani. We'll see what he can do in the next couple of laps to try and bridge that gap of about
their pace. We know Bautista is able to maintain his tyre life
this afternoon. It gives him the chance of being able to contend at the front. His problem is Bautista and dry.
But 2 podiums, I think, would be a good salvage job for Álvaro Bautista. Start of lap 6 now, half race distance. Razgatlioglu leads, but only with the advantage on the brakes.
Yeah, Bautista's hunting now as well. He's 7/10 of a second from that with the turn 1, turn 2 interchange with Jonathan Ray. So for
him look a little bit vulnerable at this stage to Álvaro Bautista. The gap down to 1.7 seconds. Bautista
and Aguilar for 9th position. That's the last points paying position. It's
Toprak went in a little bit deeper into turn 13 than he might have planned, and Jonathan
Ridge at turn 15. That's where he was really strong last year against Toprak as well.
Riding on board with Jonathan Ray as he goes side by line into 21, but it's single fast.
That's off to Ray for that one, because I thought he was going to be too far back to try and attack Toprak. So
down his prey before making his overtake, and already in the first sector of lap 7, Razgatlioglu's up and alongside Jonathan Ray, who tries to
getting bigger and bigger
now as well to less than a second. The gap between your lead trio as it was in the early riders, Bassani and Watching Axel Bassani then try to close down your two race leaders. Can Jonathan Ray again answer back? Razgatlioglu now needs to escape away.
Yeah, it's not often you see a mistake from Toprak. The one corner leads into the next around this track if you're that bit of a margin.
Still a scrap for sixth position further back as well. Alex Lowe's only a couple of tenths of a second clear of race by over a quarter of a second now from Jonathan Ray, who eats up some of that margin. Money himself only 3/10 of a second back from Jonathan Ray.
Toprak's able to get his head down now. He doesn't have to focus on Jonathan Ray and defending the position, but you can see through this is what dictates everything on the run up towards the bridge at turn 15.
That little spurt has allowed him to get a little bit of daylight ahead of Alvaro Bautista, but the gap
them off, it's going to be massive for the championship. It's only an extra point Bautista gained lap time around Most. It tends to be a 10th here, a 10th there.
Jonathan Ray to the tail of Toprak Razgatlioglu once again. Every chance then that Jonathan Ray could still challenge for a race victory. Razgatlioglu is on the brakes in towards braking zone.
Jonathan Ray, the next corner. This is the long left-hander. It's the next change of direction.
Keep an eye out on Bautista as well. Only 6/10 of a second down from Axel Bassani for third position. Bautista with down from over 2 seconds after the final lap. That's certainly what
Toprak at the front. We saw Jonathan Ray right. That's what's allowed Toprak to just stretch out another 4/10 of a second in the middle of this lap.
So Razgatlioglu now looking clear, looking good for the race victory. Defending against might be too much to make up in just a lap and a half. Ika Lekwona. For second, his advantage, he's told it's 4/10 as they cross the line with 1 to go. Axel Bassani only 2/10 of a second ahead of Alvaro.
The podium makes a big difference for him.
Bautista half a second though faster. More
for Alvaro or the penultimate corner, they're the only opportunities for him. This is where Bassani needs to be inch perfect on the run from this corner through the change of the direct, and for Bassani, he's been able to hold him off.
Axel Bassani, podium finish. Bautista.
Yeah, Bautista through this left-hander. He's going to be strong through this. It is going to set up the move into turn 20.
Penultimate turn of the final lap then. For the final time, Bautista nicks third position. He's back on the podium. Toprak Razgatlioglu wins it, but the damage limitation ride for Alvaro Bautista, who comes through for third. Excellent racing in the Superpole race as ever, and Remy Gardner there has got through on Alex Lowe's in the close. Lowe's, Petrucci and Gerloff will be row number 3. They are the last of Klioglu with the celebrations. It's his first win of the weekend, but after a Superpole race victory in each of the
had his flags, but for Toprak, and he had, and there was a moment in that race where you thought maybe Ray's going to be able to sneak
in towards turn 1, and now he's lost the flag on the circuit, having to wheel back to collect it. But rather the gap is getting
and Toprak's able to take advantage of some tough circumstances for afternoon as it is, and just keep creating those doubts for Alvaro.
Well, to be honest, it would almost be more surprising for Bautista to Friday, who didn't have a good time, even his best lap in the Superpole. But you look at his lap times and they were never
had that couple of tenths of a second.
The only advantage for Bautista later on, of course, is the longer.
Was with rear spinning as it is. He knows what to expect now. You'd expect the top Bautista, at least in the front row of the grid, he can get himself into
getting involved in the scrap again. The Superpole race just enables him to
given everything he had to make sure he had a chance of another race victory. Just didn't. The second place finish. It just goes to show the efforts that are being made.
And again, full commitment from Bautista to make that pass on Bassani.
Was a bit of a question mark about the Superpole races. Is it worth it to try and that extra point?
Yes, and he's got to think about the final third of this title race when we margin, because the gap had Bautista stay 55 now for his career. But your race winner is Toprak. 1.2 seconds the victory margin over Jonathan Ray in the end. Fourth, Rinaldi gains enough points with main change there. Retirement, 17 points now, the gap to Jonathan Ray, who sits comfortably third overall. Michael Ruben Rinaldi back in front of Danilo Petrucci. Race 2, this and Xavi Vierke P9. They'll be the P3. Alex Lowe's from Axel Bassani and Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Lead over Dan with P6 for him. And Pata Yamaha with Toprak Razgatlioglu scoring 12. Metric already the pole sitter and also the Superpole race winner here this morning.
Oke guys, welcome back to my channel again. Kali ini kita mau race di Superpole Race Automotodrome Most Republik Ceko Oke guys, kita langsung aja kali ini pergi ke track. Oke, Alvaro Bautista berada di pole position, diikuti oleh Johnny Rea dan Gareth Gerloff di posisi 3. Kita langsung aja start. Kali ini start on the way. Cuma 3 lap kali ini, maka kita bisa mengobrak-abrik posisi terdepan. Ternyata gagal. Mau ngobrak-abrik tapi gagal. Gagal total. Oke, track limit warning yang pertama bagi Toprak Rasgatilio Bro. Kita sempat power slide dan ternyata glosser di power slide-nya ke Andrea Locatelli dan Alec Laos. Ini super pole ini agak ngoyo men. Terkena power slide dari curb yang sangat-sangat fatal. Power slide dari curb-nya sendiri. Gimana kalau lewat curb itu lancar gitu loh. Maksud gue tuh gitu. Lewat curb itu lancar. Ini gamenya ini ngepetnya goblok yang ngepet. Tiap kali lewat curb, kita akan gila di situ. Nggak bisa diapa-apain di motor, harus jatuh memang. Padahal cuma gitu jangan nggak ngegas loh. Cuma dibelokin udah parah. Harusnya sih enggak. Oke, posisi 4 Toprak langsung melesat ke posisi 4 dari posisi paling buncit. Locatelli yang gak teli ini men. Terkena malapetaka kembali. Sangat-sangat bodoh si pembuat game. Ada Bautista dan Johnny Rea. Oke, masuk ke last lap. Kali ini masih di belakang Johnny Rea. Oh, overtake lagi oleh Bautista. Si Johnny Rea curang ini, men. Gua ditabrak dari belakang, man. Power slide kembali terjadi, power slide. Nggak bisa, ini nggak bisa. Harus gimana gue cara ngindarin si Rea ini? Gue udah ngindarin si Rea, men. Tapi si Rea-nya nekat masuk. Kembali lagi power slide terjadi gara-gara kerb. Bukan kesalahan saya loh ini. Murni ini kesalahan dari si kerb. Oke guys, dan akhirnya menang dengan cara yang seperti itulah kalian lihat. Race yang sangat sulit kali bagi Toprak kelas Trio Group. Oke, kali ini kita akan start dari posisi paling belakang di race 2 Sirkuit Moss. Oke guys, jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Bye.